Hi, I'm George Aslan from Aslan Coatings. I'm here today to show you our protective floor coatings that can be put on floors, walls, interior and exterior. We're starting off with ceramic tile. Ceramic tile, this is 1x1, there's 2x2, 4x4, 6x6 and larger. This is mainly and primarily old buildings. One of the problems they have is grout gets stained because of just not being cleaned. It's very porous. And when you do go clean it, it leaves Dalmatian stains all over. We have a process that will allow us to clean the grout as best as possible, apply a grout color to it, and apply a protective coating, a before and after as far as the coating looks. With this product that goes on this particular floor, there is no scrubbing, there's no stripping, there's no waxing, there's nothing to do other than clean it with neutral cleaner, pine cleaner, a quat cleaner, whatever your industry calls for as far as protocol. Here's another one of a 6x6, just to give you an idea. The same thing. Here, there's a little aggregate here. It allows for non-slip. And this also, the grout is completely covered. There's nothing that can penetrate through this. In commercial kitchens, quarry tile is used primarily. Quarry tile is a great, long-wearing tile, but what happens is, other than being slippery, when it's wet and with grease, the grout lines get full of grease and all kinds of food particles. It does not come clean. Again, we will clean the grout, we will color the grout, we will put a protective coating. We can put it plain or we can add a texture to it, similar to this, that will allow non-slip. Can be cleaned with any kind of cleaner, a degreaser, Dawn dish detergent, mop in a bucket, nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. In schools, office buildings, there is vinyl tile. Supermarkets have it as well. Vinyl tile is stripped and waxed periodically. There's a large maintenance involved. There's a lot of burnishing to keep the floor shiny. We have a special kind of coating that will, once the floor is stripped back to its normal, we will add our coating to it. We can add texture or no texture. There's no buffing, there's no burnishing, and the shine is very close to floor finish of today. Back to ceramic tile. This tile here cannot be coated because of its high glaze, but the grout lines do get compromised. Because of this, and since the grout line is so wide, it starts to look ugly pretty fast. We can clean it, color grout if needed, and then we can put our coating just in the grout lines, and nothing will possibly eat through this for many, many years. In hospitals, there's a flooring in operating rooms called Medentech. Medentech is an Armstrong product. It is very durable. It's made for OR rooms primarily. What happens is when this is put together, it's like rolled linoleum. There's a seam that's welded so that bacteria, blood, and all sorts of type of contaminants cannot get into that grout line. What we do is we strip off the floor finish that the custodial staff puts on, which they're putting on periodically. They're buffing, they're waxing, they're going through a large maintenance. We can come in, strip it all down, put a one-coat system on here. It dries just about instantly, which I'll show you later in another demonstration. And all the betadine that destroys the coating that the janitorials put on will not eat through. This will not happen with our coating. Wood floor, vinyl floor, pergo floors, anything with flooring, we can put a coating on there and it will stay shiny. It will last a long time. You don't have to have any maintenance. The only thing you have to watch for is scratches like anything else. Then the floors will have to be done over. Other than that, once this coating goes on, it should last for many, many years. Locker rooms in high schools, colleges. Anti-graffiti is everybody's biggest problem. Everybody wants to be an artist. They like to draw on anything that's metal, whatever, and they want to show off. We have a coating on here. It's a one-coat system that when we were using a Sharpie marker, which a lot of the professional anti-graffiti guys use, they put the Sharpie marker on, and after a while, it blemishes right into the metal. When whoever cleans it, custodial staff or outside janitorial company, they clean it, but it leaves a blemish of that swirl. And what happens is they end up repainting it. They're not being painted electrostatically because everything is in place. They can't dismantle it. So they're painted with a brush or a roller, and it looks kind of on the horrible side. What we do is we put our protective coating. If the magic marker is on there, all we have to do is just Windex, neutral cleaner, whatever it is, and it will come right off. Our last product is stainless steel. Stainless steel is in elevator cabs. They're in partitions in bathrooms. They're in fancy walls. And what happens is normally there's a huge maintenance involved because you're constantly using cleaner and polish to polish the entire piece, because once a fingerprint gets onto it, you just can't clean the little area. You got to clean in the entire area with the cleaner and polish so it blends in. We have a special coating that's invisible, has no greasy feel to it. You don't even know it's on there until you put something on it like a magic marker, fingerprints, and I'm only doing these 3 circles because to show you that you do not have to clean the entire surface. What happens is the product that we have blends right in, and you only have to do the area that's been compromised. Today we're going to demonstrate one of our coatings that we put on a vinyl floor. The coating can be applied with a paint roller, special nap roller. For the edges, you can use a paintbrush, or you can use this sponge type applicator. It goes on 2 mils thick. There are special film gauges that you can use to see how thick it is. Always go both ways to make sure, or to ensure that you've got every area coated. I'm only doing half. It goes on pink so you can see where your wet lines are. And it will bleach out when it gets cured. The product now has been applied. It had a chance to self-level, which takes about 5 to 10 minutes. And now we're going to be using a special UV light that's going to cure this floor. And it's as hard as can be. It's been bleached out. There's no more pink. You can use a forklift and drive right over it if you're in the facility where you're putting it down in the warehouse. You can bring all your medical beds in. You can bring all your school tables and chairs in. And it just gives you an idea. The shine is there. So you can see the shine. There's no buffing. There's no stripping. There's no waxing. You can clean the floor with neutral cleaner. Nothing will penetrate through this. Should last, depending on how it's been maintained, at least a year. Once again, this is George Aslan from Aslan Coatings. Thank you for taking the time out to see my video and how our protective coatings can help you. If you have any questions or would like a personal demonstration, please contact my office at 973-427-4545. We'll be glad to help you.